going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Lift Like Boom channel. It's your host Steve, and yeah, it's been a while. Probably has been at least probably about like almost 4 to 5 months since I've been on here. A lot has happened over that time. If anyone has subscribed or watched my previous videos, when I first started this, you knew me and my wife were pregnant, and yes, our baby boy was born on November 29th, Black Friday, so we were very happy. And plus, I was getting what I am in now, the home gym, ready to go, because we had to move everything as the baby was born. But we'll show you around. So we have the dumbbell rack over there, followed by our machine, and then a couple bars, leg curl machine, got the bike still, got a treadmill. So, you know, we're back, we're rolling. Some things still to add on to the gym, but I kind of wanted to just get back into this. I've had a couple people ask when I was gonna start filming again and posting to YouTube, so here we are. So enjoy. Today is chest and back, and yeah, let's get going. April 12th and it's snowing here in New York. Ridiculous. Alright, so first exercise we're starting off with is just the normal chest press with the hoist cable machine that I'm currently using. I switch it up different days, but we're just going to come on here, and first set is just going to be a nice little warm up. Just kind of going to get the feel for the chest, you know, before we start getting into the real sets. Do around like 12 to 15, whatever I feel comfortable with my chest being warmed up. But now we're gonna get
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody is right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful, I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental, and I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it.
So we are moving on to incline. Right now I have it at a 3. On my other day I do chest, because I do each muscle group twice a week. I have it on the 2. So today we're going to the 3, just get a little bit more of the upper chest. On here, I usually do about like 3 to 4 sets. 4 sets just depends on how I feel after the 3rd set. Just all depends on how I'm feeling. Over on the last workout, I did a warm up just to get everything going, and then I did 3 working sets. So we'll see how it goes.
I was built to last when the webs are weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me. I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then
Feeling good? Going for number 4. Alright, so we are going to go for our 4th set. I'm actually feeling pretty good today. Like I said before, usually I go around 3 to 4 sets, depending on how I feel. But today is one of those days, so we are going to go for number 4.
takes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
We're going to go on to the last workout, which is going to be some dumbbell chest flies. Honestly, one of my favorite workouts to do. I like doing it with cables, certain like angles and stuff, but especially with the dumbbells, I feel like I get a good pump and I'm able to get like a nice steady control and feel it throughout my whole muscle. So we're gonna move on to that to finish off chest, and then we're gonna get on the back. Yeah, that last set, hit 7 of them, try to go for 8. Usually if I had a spotter, I would ask for some assistance, but there's always room to grow. Don't be disappointed if you didn't hit the, number of reps or sets that you wanted. Just kind of have to take it day by day. So right now, they're moving to dumbbell chest fly. So that concludes chest. I didn't go with a 4th set on the chest flies, only because 1, I was already feeling it in my chest area from the other workouts, and 2, because of the movement of a pec fly, it really puts a lot of stretch, on your chest and into your front delts. So my main focus when it comes to those, whether I'm doing it on cable or with dumbbells, is really focusing on more of the stretch and the contraction rather than the weight. So, and really until I burn out. So I'm more focused on controlling the reps nice and slow through the eccentric and concentric phase rather than just trying to pump it out. So like I said, that concludes chest. Now we're going to move on to back. We are going to start off with some lat pull downs. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, with lat pull downs, how can you hit certain types or certain parts of your back? And I've basically explained it as easy as I can make it, is wherever you pull this bar down to, whether it's your upper part of your chest, middle part of your chest, or the lower part of your chest, just think about where that is on your back. So if you pull to above your chest, you're going to hit more upper. If you pull to the middle, you're going to hit to the middle part of your lats. Maybe a little bit of upper back still, not too much. But if you go below the chest, you're going to hit a lot of lower part of your lats. And that's how I explain it as easy as I can. So let's start off with lat pull downs. And once again, I'm going to start off with a warm-up set. I kind of want to get a feel of where, you know, I want to pull down to. Normally I try to go to about middle, a little bit above my chest when it comes to these. And yeah, about middle, a little bit above the nipple line. And like I said, I'm really just feeling these out as a warm-up. And then we'll get into some working sets. But it's wherever you feel comfortable. I've seen a lot of people pull the different parts of their chest, probably not knowing what part of their back they're hitting, but when you explain it to them, as simple as how I just explained it, kind of makes sense. Alright, let's get it. So I was just checking out the last video, and yeah, I'm pulling a little bit more of the upper part of my chest. So I'm going to be hitting more of that upper part, upper lat part of my back, upper lat to rhomboids, a little bit of rear delts, nothing crazy, but upper part. Alright, that way I didn't want to get you guys confused, because after watching it, I probably pulled the first one down to around where the middle of my chest is, but then as I went, I noticed it was more of my upper, so didn't want to confuse you guys. But
Perfect.
So the next movement we're gonna do is basically like an upright row. Have my bench at an angle, at a 3 right now. And basically what I wanna do here, all right, kind of have my chest a little bit over the top part. And when my hands hang down, I'm not gonna row neutral, or as I explained, thumbs up, right, like this. I'm also not gonna row fist forward to hit my rear delts. I wanna row and have my hands at a 3/4 angle and row back that way. So not here, not there, but about right here. And down nice and easy, come up, squeeze. Now you can lift your chest. I don't lift my chest too much, only because I do not want to over pinch my lower back. I really want to put more focus on my upper lats. Alright, so we are moving on to the last and final back workout. But I just kind of want to go over that last workout I did, the upright incline row. Like I said, biggest things I look out for, like I said, you know, you can row any way you want, alright? But I did more of an angle, called 3/4 angle, rather than a neutral or having my fist forward where I catch my rear delts. If I went neutral, I could have clawed a little bit lower on my lats, but I just really wanted to focus on the upper part of my lats on that movement. And like I said, you could pull your chest up while doing it to get more squeeze, but just be very careful as you don't overdo it and end up squeezing your lower back and, you know, messing that up, because that is I won't say it right now, but you know, it sucks. And then the other thing too that I tell my clients besides that is when you are doing the movement, make sure you stay nice and relaxed, especially up in the neck area and the trap area. A lot of times you see we try to be too tense because either A, the weight's too heavy, or we're really trying to like over squeeze before we are able to pull our arms and elbows back to get that contraction. So stay relaxed in the neck and try not to over squeeze. Try not to do too much heavy of a weight that you can't do, where that ends up happening, because you don't want to injure anything up there. And as you've seen, I didn't do 4 sets, but I added in a drop set on my last set, which is my 3rd set. I got around like 8 to 10 reps with my 3rd set, and then I decided that no, I wanted to get more pump out of it. So I just dropped the weight in half, grabbed 25s and did that for a nice easy 10. Honestly, really don't know how many I did. I just kind of was going at it until I couldn't go anymore. So that's what I did there. And now, right now, we're going to focus on a little bit more close grip lat pull down. This one I want to focus on hitting, especially the lower part of my leg, right down in there. That's where I want to focus, all right? So this one I really want to be able to pull down below my chest and get that squeeze. And I don't want to lean back into it. I want to stay more upright, not too far upright, but just enough so that way I can get that full contraction down to my lower lats. Alright, so right there, that's exactly where I want to be throughout the next 2 sets. I might even add in a drop set to this one. We'll see how I feel. But that's exactly where I want to pull this attachment down to, right below my chest. As you can see, I wasn't leaning back. So like I said, I don't want to do that. I want to just get back just enough so I puff my chest out to be able to pull down to the lower part and engage those lower lats. So I'll see you after these sets, and Alright guys, so that concludes our chest and back workout day for today. Thank you for watching, joining, if you did. Like I said, on that last workout, I really wanted to try focusing on hitting my lower lats. So, didn't really go heavy. It doesn't really matter, because if I wanted to really just pull to the upper part of my chest, something like that, I could have definitely went higher. But, you know, give it a try. Try to use a close grip and really work the lower part of your chest by pulling below the chest. And you'll see what a big difference it is, rather than just pulling straight to your chest. But like I said, thank you for watching today. Sorry that I have been kind of MIA for a few months, but good things happened in those months. Like I said, my son was born the end of November, and me and my wife are truly blessed. I can't wait to get him in here and working out as well. Me and my wife already have some ideas that we want to have in here. He is 4 months old, so he definitely has some time. Like I said, got the gym all set up and ready. Not sure if I did any videos of it when the drywall wasn't up, but probably not. Probably a few. Probably like short videos. But you know, everything's going. Got the electric in here, got the lights going. A few more things to add, not equipment wise, because I think I do not have enough room to add anything else besides maybe some bars, because I do have a bar rack over there. There's a few spots left, but I have enough over there as it is. Got enough weights. Don't think I'm gonna go pretty much higher than what I have, but we'll see how time goes. And yeah, basically gonna add some mirrors right behind me on this part of the wall. We're gonna mount the TV over there above the dumbbell rack. I think I explained that in the beginning of this video. And then right behind, facing that way, my wife is going to paint the Lift Like Boom logo right on there. So that should be nice. And then maybe a few other things, but that's really about it. I'm happy to be back in here. I'm happy to be back getting the filming and posting this on YouTube. But like I said, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Like I said, I am a personal trainer. I am a strength and conditioning specialist. I am a corrective exercise specialist. I am a certified nutritionist, not a dietitian. I cannot give you a meal plan, but I can kind of show you, you know, based off your protein to fat to carb ratio, what you should be at calorie wise and what you can eat, but I can't give you an actual meal plan. Just kind of wanted to clear that up and make that clear. But like I said, have a wonderful day, guys. It is snowing here in New York on April 12th. I don't know where this warm weather is. Hopefully next week. But I'm gonna head back inside. Little boy woke up from his nap, so I gotta go and help mama out. But I will probably be back for some cardio later. Before I forget, IG, give me a follow on there. It's also Lift Like Boom. Same thing as TikTok. I'm starting to get back on there as well. And like I said, once on here, YouTube as well. And we will kind of get back in the rhythm of things. But thank you guys once again. Have a wonderful day.